Hey y'all. So I'm having a bit of a day. It's been very productive. I've gotten a lot done today. Um, but like mentally speaking, that voice in my head is trying to um make me worry about things. Um, I know that my God will provide. I know He will. Um, and I had a talk with him this morning about my job situation. But the funny thing about that is so when I went to church yesterday, strange enough, see, because I quit my job Friday, just just because I don't know. You get to a certain point in your life and a certain age, and there's just things you won't put up with, and I had enough. Um, Plus, I'd worked for myself for so long, that I admit it was difficult going back out and working for someone else. And I went to church Sunday, and the choir director came up to me and was asking about, what I did and whatever, and how my sister had mentioned when I was moving up here that I was going to do my concierge business and, run errands for people, get their groceries, house sit with them, clean their houses, because I actually love to clean. Um, I've always been like the kid that cleans and organizes their room, and I do spring cleaning like several times a year, excuse me, kind of thing. And now that all of the unpacking and stuff is mostly done and it's to a manageable point, I'm enjoying it because now I'm, going through closets and organizing those. And um, I'm going to show you the back porch. This is all Christmas stuff. That's all Christmas. And I am going to be, and I'm sure y'all can't even see half of it. And I am going to be one box at a time, bringing that stuff in. It's a mixture of my stuff that I brought with me and my mom's stuff. And then I'm told there's a whole storage out back full of boxes. I don't know what it is yet, and then I'll be going through that stuff, little at a time. And eventually, that's all going to be cleaned up. I'm going to hang those brown bamboo things across the back and across, I think, this side for some privacy. And I'm going to fix that back area up, and that's where I want to do my painting. Um, and I'm going to hang some like little twinkle lights out there up on the porch and get that wilted looking ceiling fan down from there. It was like that when my mom moved in. And yeah, just fix that back porch up. See, I can see what it's going to look like even with all those boxes out there. Um, but I'm getting a lot done, and but like, oh, back to my story about being at church. So she was saying that they want to put a little snippet in the church bulletin about what it is I do, the services I provide. And I have a feeling that my concierge business is going to really take off. I'm not so sure that I want to keep the website. I might just do it all through Facebook. Um, but I'm but I have a feeling that's going to be taking off. Even still, I applied at the library because I wanted someplace quiet. They aren't hiring at the moment. But I still put feelers out there, and I know that God is He's going to do something. I have a feeling that I'm going to be very busy very soon with my new business. And I'm actually looking forward to that because there again, I'll be able to set my own hours and things like that. But I wanted to do something to lift up my own spirits because how sometimes, that the voice in your head just starts talking and you just want to be like, shut up and leave me alone and quit trying to bring me down. That voice in our heads just sucks sometimes. Um, And so I wanted to do something fun. So I'm pushing this back so I have room for this. Um, I is it just me, or does anybody else ever have these thoughts of, was I dropped on my head as a kid? I found something when I was going through my mom's stuff. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if my aunt can answer this for me or not, because I've never heard this before. And I found something. As most of you know, my mom and I, we had a very, for most of my life, a very complicated relationship. And when she and my dad got divorced, she wrote this horrible story about him. Things that I surely don't remember and I felt were untrue. I'm not saying I know everything about what happened behind closed doors or when we weren't around, because I don't. But it really angered me that she wrote these stories and things about him after he was gone. He couldn't defend himself. Um, so I wrote my own story about my recollections. Now, this was a long time ago, guys. And like I'm talking a long, long time ago. And I found where she had printed it out and wrote her own notes on the top of the page and saying that, she basically called me mental and saying that I was deprived of oxygen at some point when I was a baby for, according to her, um, I forget how many minutes she said on that paper, and that I was blue. It's the first time I'd ever heard anything of that nature at all. And so, and I certainly never saw any documentation, didn't find any medical records to that effect, even searched for them, and um, couldn't find anything backing up her saying that. Now, I don't know if that happened, but I'm going to tell you what. I mean, I'm sure we all ask ourselves questions about ourselves, like I've always felt kind of out of step with the rest of the world. Like there's just something that doesn't fire quite right in my head. And I know I'm introverted. Sandy, I know I'm introverted. She waits till I start doing something like this, but at the same time, I have taken care of myself, for so long now. And I've become very independent. I've done things that no one else in my family could do. Ran my own business. I consider myself an intelligent individual. I've won public speaking competitions, and I have a very creative mind, and I'm not lazy by any means. I get tired, sure, and I take a lot of breaks when I'm doing all this work, but not lazy. No one can ever accuse me of that. But I've always wondered, do y'all ever wonder if there's something like off about you, about yourself, because you think a certain way? Um, and then there is the fact that I did try to take my life in 2016. Landed in the hospital for a week. I mean, and then I move here and I find she kept that printout of my story. And across the top, she calls me mental and says that I was deprived of oxygen as a baby. Is this true, Kathie? Can you confirm or deny this? So, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. But it hurt, it still hurt a lot. to see that she wrote that or thought that, you know. So, I mean, even from the grave, my mom is still hurting me. I love my mom. Like I said, I forgave her. I really, truly did. And, you know, was finally having a real good relationship with her. But I'll tell you something. If you have journals or things written down that you think might hurt somebody if they see it after you're gone, get rid of it. What is the point? I stopped keeping a journal and I threw all my journals away. Like, you know, now I'm not talking about the cute little everything journals or the junk journals that my aunt makes. I think those are adorable and you can use them for other things other than writing your feelings. And but if you have something like that, just get rid of it. I mean, journaling your feelings is fine, but I think as you get older, you know, I think you need to get rid of that stuff. Because eventually, if you said anything that can hurt someone's feelings, you know, either redact it or um, just get rid of it. Because at some point, the person you said it about might see it and get hurt. And yes, I let that hurt me for a split second. Then I tore it all up and threw it away. I've had this sitting in the corner over there by my chair since I got it. But I'm having such a start to my afternoon that I wanted to go ahead and open this. And it's from my aunt. I don't want to show the address and stuff. And so I'm going to open this box. She sent me a box of journaling items. And, you know, I was watching one of her videos this morning where she was making another journal, and she was starting to put a doily on it, but she didn't end up doing that. I thought it was the cutest thing. It gave me Little House on the Prairie vibes. So cute. Sorry, that was me closing this thing. And then when I was cleaning out the bathroom closet, I found all these really pretty lacy, like pieces of curtains, not whole curtain parts, you know, pairs or whatever, not the sets, but like really pretty bright white lacy curtains. And I thought, you know, I'm going to put these aside and keep this for to make these journals with. And who knows, maybe I can even sell some. I don't know. We shall see. But I'm excited to pull this stuff out of here and show you what my aunt sent me. Oh, make sure I don't show no address there. All right, so there's a tube. Kathie? I don't remember what this tube was for. So there's this tube. There's something in the tube. What is that? There is something in the tube. What is in there? What is this? It's very pointy and very... Oh, is that for the to poke through to make the holes for the book? Right, and then there is the washi tape. I don't know what washi tape is, but it's real pretty. Got butter. The whole thing is butterfly theme. So it's got this real pretty tape. Oh, I've got to put this. My aunt's, again, her YouTube page is in my description box, and she's always making these things like this. And so I've got some, is this sinew? This feels like sinew. It feels like sinew. I know this is to bind the books. Oh, this is the pokey thing. What is this? I need to get with Cindy and us sit here one day and have a little crafting day. And then there's needles and oh, I got some of these things too. I love these little cutters. Oh, and something to protect your thumb and some black twine. And okay. And then there's a stamper. I love stampers. The stamp pad. Purple. Cool. Now I'm a pink gal too, so I love this. Beadative. Cute little scissors. And a bunch of butterfly cutouts. And some wooden butterflies. And some words. Don't forget to fly. Love you. Some phrases in here. And some more butterflies and dragonflies, both my favorite insects. And these are plastic. I guess we just peel them off to put them on there. And we have some more butterfly things. Oh, and she cut some of these out. These are the how cute, how beautiful. And there's a bunch of them. And in this cute little envelope. And the envelope itself you can actually use to put inside the journal. These are not like any journals y'all have ever seen. These aren't, just with writing pages on them. Now, I have some of those that I put on Amazon, that just writing journals that I have on Amazon. And I'll try to remember to put the link to them in there. But if you search my name, you might find them. And the cover of them, they're all my original artwork on the covers of them. And some beautiful papers. There's some beautiful papers here. Really pretty papers. Butterflies and purples and pinks and oh, so I'm gonna have so much fun with this. And then there's some are these envelopes? Oh, cool! These envelopes that can go in the journal. And this is 15 bags with the twine. For the book. This is, I guess these are like borders. Could this be for borders? Or just whatever. And then and this is what I love about these kinds of journals the most. She just sent me a whole bunch of just like papers with, like they're just receipts from stuff and whatever. And the neat thing about those is you can use those as like backing. Like if you had like this one, okay, like I have I have a birthday card that my mom gave me, and I'm actually want to make one of these journals using that, because then you can take, like, for instance, this piece of paper and then put something like a clear page over it, like translucent page over it, or put it in backwards, and then so that the writing actually shows through. I think that's really neat. But you can't tell what it says. It just looks like writing. And then a piece of this cardstock butterfly paper. So just show y'all guys this. It's just she showed me any receipts you have laying around the house and stuff. I'm going to put her link because you guys need to go watch how she does this. Thank you so much, Kathie. I am so looking forward to making this and using these. These are just gorgeous. I'm just in love with these. These are so pretty. And what's this? It's like, it's this really sharp, it's like a wiry, does it have a hole? No, it's not a needle. I'll have to go rewatch that video that she made for me to see what that is for. But I am totally excited and cannot wait. I'm going to carefully place this stuff back in there. And I have my yarn and stuff over by my chair because I am going to start making some hats and scarves. For winter. How in the world did you pack this stuff? It doesn't need to go back in perfectly. I just need to get it back in here. I need to have my sister over one day. So we can have a crafting day together. I don't want to mess these up because these are like my favorite part of this whole thing. These little butterflies. They're so cute. There it goes. How did you have this? Okay, now thank you so much, Kathie. I'm really looking forward to that. And one day I'll do a video and show you the pieces that I was found while I was cleaning out the closet. It's going to be time for me to go through those boxes this week. And y'all pray that my business picks up. You know, it's stuff, there's a lot of elderly at the church I go to and in the community that I live in. You know, so there's a lot of folks that can't get out for whatever reason and need someone to either take them to appointments or come in and help them with some housework or run some errands for them. Things, you know, that, well, as we get older, we can't do for ourselves anymore. And we're all going to get there. So it's nice, you know, to have someone that can, you know, do those things for you. So it's just I've never been real good at marketing myself. I don't think I am anyways. And there are rules up here on the community Facebook page where like you can only post it like once, says once a year, but the lady that runs it told me sometimes she lets them do it once a month. And I've already reposted recently there. So I joined a bunch of other groups that are, you know, part of this community. But so there's that, yeah. Side note, Andrew and I have been trying to get together. Our schedules just haven't synced up, or it gets so late and we both get so tired. We are shooting today. Hopefully we're shooting for around, I think he said 5 o'clock-ish, somewhere in there, to do our first episode. I don't know what our first episode is going to be about, but you can bet it will be interesting because when he and I get to talking, we just talk. We'll probably have to set a time limit so it doesn't run too long. But yeah. Yep, and I think that's about it for right now. I just really hope, excuse me, that my spirits pick up this afternoon. That's why I wanted to open that box. I knew it would make me happy. And I mean, one thing is I'm still unpacking, and I mean, for the most part, it's all done. It's the house is functional, and but there's still things in my bedroom that I'm putting off. There's still things in the guest room I've been putting off doing, um, and that, and all of that, and it's a lot. It is. It's a lot. It's more than what the sun is probably. The lighting is keeping y'all from truly seeing how much is out there. Um, But and I got most of the unpacking done just in time to bring that stuff in and go through it. I don't put my tree up until Thanksgiving Day, but I will start putting little Christmas things up here and there and easing into it. Um, yeah. So my mom, I think when she first moved out here, she would put a big tree up. And then I think this last year, I don't think she did. I think she just had this little tree on her table like my grandmother used to do. Um, so I am going to bring some holiday joy into this house. I'll tell you, between unpacking, moving in here and unpacking, the whole job thing, getting Christmas put up, and then come mid-January, getting Christmas put away, I'm going to be exhausted by the time February gets here. I might need a vacation from my little vacation here. Like I said, living here feels like I'm on vacation. Really, the surroundings, it's gorgeous. Um, I'm supposed to go get an X-ray. It's just like a walk-in thing, but I thought about going to get that done today. It's for my knee. I already know what they're gonna find. I already know what they're gonna say. What they're gonna see on it. Um, but I really don't know what, because I don't want any kind of knee replacement, and I don't want any more medication than I already have. So they're just going to image my right knee, because it's like my right knee on the right side of it, and sometimes the pain will shoot down the right side, and it can make it extremely difficult to walk sometimes, very uncomfortable. And while the spirit is willing, my knee will go, Like, I've mentioned this in another video. I'm really the type of person that I want to go hiking. I want to explore nature and all this beauty that's around me, but I wouldn't be a few minutes into it and my knee would be screaming. I mean, when I was going to work over there, I'd have to load myself up on pain medicine, and before and after, just a 3.5 hour shift, and that's just that isn't normal. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to go over today. I'm getting so much done here today, and I'm wearing myself out. So I just don't know if I want to make the trip over there. And besides, I've got 2 dogs that need to go out again. Well, thank you for being here. Um, this channel and my life is always evolving. And I'm glad that you're here for the ride. I'm glad that you're here to support me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you soon. Hopefully, Andrew and I will see you soon. God bless y'all. Bye. Oh, don't forget to check out my aunt's channel. Bye.